The comfort of your sled on and off the trails is a unique preference for every rider. If you're looking to improve the comfort of your sled, there are a few easy adjustments you can make to help you achieve this. But it's important to understand that there will be trade-offs to every adjustment that is made. Comfort issues are typically felt in one of three areas: the handlebars, ankles, and the back of the rider. Discomfort felt on the handlebars indicates that adjustment is needed on the front IFS shocks. The ankles are more closely related to the front track shock, while the back is more impacted by the rear track shock. Use these three areas as telltale signs of where to begin your adjustments. Before making any adjustments to the shocks, make sure your handlebars are adjusted to your preference. This will greatly impact the comfort of your sled. Remove the center cap if equipped, and loosen the 4 bolts to adjust the angle of the bars. Moving on, there are a few key terms that describe the environment where you may experience some discomfort. Chatter is a term that is used to describe excessive harshness from the suspension when traveling over rough terrain. Think of this as a really bumpy ride. As mentioned before, it's important to pay attention to where you are feeling the bumps, so we can adjust the suspension in the right area. If you're feeling it in the handlebars, the front IFS shock settings are likely the culprit. Begin by turning the clickers counterclockwise by 2 notches to decrease the stiffness. Then test drive your sled and repeat as needed. If you're feeling the bumps in your ankles, your front track shock may be set too high. Turn the clicker down on this shock by 2 notches and test drive to see if the ride has improved. Bumps felt in the back are usually the result of the rear track shock being set too high. Turn the clickers on this shock down by 2 notches and again, test drive to see if your ride has improved. Sometimes chatter can only be resolved with a combination of these settings. Remember to pay attention to where the bumps are felt and work through the settings one at a time. Next, a bottom-out event is a term that is used to describe a situation where the suspension compresses fully and reaches its end stop. Whoops, sometimes referred to as moguls, are a series of smaller hills in succession, and may also cause your suspension to bottom out. These scenarios typically indicate one or more of your shocks are set too soft. So remember to think about where you are feeling this event and use that as your starting point. If you're feeling it in the handlebars, turn the clickers clockwise on your front IFS shocks, making sure to adjust them evenly. A bottom-out event felt by the ankles should be addressed by turning up the clickers on your front track shock. And if it's felt in the back of the rider, then begin with the rear track shock. Remember, only adjust 2 notches at a time in one area and test drive in between to see if your comfort has improved. Continue adjusting by 2 increments until you have reached your desired comfort while riding. Also remember that multiple areas may need to be adjusted in order to achieve your desired comfort. As a final reminder, always remember to mark down your adjustment points for reference in the future. For more information on your suspension settings, refer to your owner's manual or check out our Help Center article on suspension settings.